Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC. We're going to talk about BTC on the macro scale. We're going to talk about it on the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame. Also on the 3 weeks chart, we're gonna discuss about BTC. On the lower degree, we're just gonna dive into the 6-hour MACD and basically 12-hour RSI, why we could be facing some high volatility within the next few weeks. Okay, but the bulls, they need to keep the price above 9400 range before end of the week. Otherwise, we could be seeing some massive high volatility towards the downside within the next few days, right? So we're gonna talk about that. Okay, we also going to talk about the the bullish setup. I talked about the bullish setup, BTC going up to like a 12k level with a very low probability, but let's dive into the macro scale first thing first, right? So on the macro scale, before I talk about the macro scale, make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and basically join our public Telegram group. Link in the description. If you're looking to upgrade to my premium group, send me a message. All right, so on the macro scale, we're going to take a look at it on Bitstamp. We're not going to need our MACD and RSI. So we're going to start off with the weekly time frame, right? So if you guys been following our channel, we're not going to need any moving averages. So we're just going to need like a patterns and candles. All right, so the pattern the pattern is one pattern we're going to need. It is called a continuation pattern. You're going to see a drop, and after that you're going to see an N shape. It is called a flat correction, right? You're going to see push to the upside, drop to the downside, and push back up to the upside. Sometimes you can break the break the high right there. Sometimes you can break the low, but the concept is like corrective move, three-way move: push to the upside, push to the downside, and push to the upside. So this pattern is very important. You can see like on BTC on multiple occasions. Okay, first thing first, I'm going to show you on the weekly basis. All right, that's what we got right there. We got this drop, right? And we got what? We got another pattern right there, 1, 2, and 3. And then what we did next, we drop again, and we got another 1, 2, and 3 in a sort of triangular formation, and then another drop. So it's been pretty much very clear over and over again. We've been seeing this pattern, and why this pattern is so important. All right, so the move back up, the push back up to 10.5 back in just about like a February, from like a December to February, we got the same exact pattern. Okay, if I do this, okay, if I replay it, you can see that's the same exact pattern we did. We basically printed and we caught it, guys. We said what? It is a continuation pattern. All right, what did we expect? A drop down to 55 to 42. BTC dropped down to what? To 3800. So if you replay it again, right, you can see like we basically replay it again on the higher time frame. We don't need to replay it, but on the higher time frame, right, if you take a look at it, we're basically making the same exact structure: a drop to the downside, right, a push to the upside, a drop to the downside, another push to the upside. You're gonna tell me, Sen, how about this wick to the downside? Okay, we got a big wick to the downside. Why are you ignoring it? So I'm ignoring it because if you change your candles, all right, you got an option to change your candles from body, borders, and wicks, and all of that good stuff, right? If you remove the wicks, right, you're gonna see like we basically making the same structure I just showed you on the weekly basis. And this one is on the 3 weeks time frame. Okay, 21-day candle. Okay, it is very important. It is the most accurate candle pattern you can find on BTC. All right, so we basically repeating the same exact structure we just basically printed back in February. So what do we expect next? We're expecting another drop to the downside at or below basically 3k level. All right, how long it's gonna take? It is not about time analysis. It is just about a directional move. This move might be capitulative, it might be sideways correction, another move, and basically another drop. But the most important is like the directional move, just like we showed you previously back in first week of February, first week of March. We said we're going to be dropping. Okay, we said clearly BTC going to be dropping all the way down to 55 to 42. So be mindful. BTC been printing the same exact pattern over and over again. So if you want to do it, if you're swing trading, that's the best pattern to be paying attention to. So now you're going to tell me, hey Sen, you're expecting BTC to drop down to 3 you know, at or below 3K level. All right, so are we going to be dropping much lower than that? Do we have a possibility to drop all the way down to $1,000? Yes, we got a possibility to drop all the way down to $1,000, but like I said, it's not going to be a linear move. So if we drop down to that level, I'm expecting another bigger pattern. This pattern is going to be on the monthly time frame. So this video is very important, guys. So you're going to need to basically come back and watch it within the next few months, because we've been on a downtrend for the last 30 months, and we could be on a downtrend for the next 18 to 30 months. So it is something you just have to keep in mind. So if I'm expecting the same pattern on a monthly basis, this pattern right there, you can see it's a drop, it's a push to the upside, it's a drop, and it's another push to the upside, and then you're gonna get what? Another drop to the downside, right? So if that's what I'm expecting on the macro scale, we already got the drop, right? We already got the push to the upside, right? So what are we expecting on the macro scale? We're expecting this move on a monthly basis, and then we're gonna expect another push back up to the upside. So this move to the downside on a monthly basis, that's what we're expecting. So remember, this candle is basically no wicks, okay? It can wick all the way down to like a 2500, but you're not going to see it on your you're not going to be able to see it on your basically monthly no wicks candles, okay? So we could be expecting, just say like you know, we're going to get a close above 3K. Even if price going to drop below 25, you're not going to see it, all right? So we just say we're going to drop down at 3K, right? And then we're going to pump back up and try to break this level of 10.5 to a 12K level and retest basically a 12K area, something like that, okay? So it is something like I'm just trying to keep in mind, at least for the short term, and be ready for a very long bear market. Not saying we're going to play it out perfectly, but the goal is like back in 2017, right? Most of us, weren't ready for a 2.5 years bear market. So to be honest, I wasn't ready. I thought like back in 2017, I was like, by 2020, 2021, BC gonna be $200,000 to $300,000. Okay, so being a Bitcoin. So if you're still a Bitcoin, okay, you're most likely going to be expecting BC to hit like $100,000, $200,000 within the next 2 years. Okay, I don't think the super cycle. It's my own opinion. Okay, you do not have to believe it. Let me know what you think, down in the comment section, right? If you believe like we're going to be pushing to the upside up to 300K, 200K, blah blah blah, let me know down in the comment section. But at least for the short term, I'm mentally ready for another 18 to 30 months of downtrend. If you're not, great, okay? But if we push to the upside, I'm huddling. If let's say we push to the upside, I'm going to be very happy about BTC. You're going to be selling your bits at 100K, 200K. But if you want to repeat the same scenario, we got like a back in 2017, after we picked just about 20K, you can see like even on the candles wick, we could not close above like a 14K. Okay, the candles without the wicks on a monthly basis, we could not close above 14K, and you can see like we could not close above 10.5. It is very, very important to pay attention to these little details. Okay, they're going to tell you a lot. Okay, they're going to give you a lot of details, and you're going to be mentally ready. So now let's dive into the lower degree. Okay, so we're going to need our wicks backs, right? And we're going to need what? Our moving averages, and we're going to need our two favorite indicators, all right? MACD and RSI. Okay, so we're going to start off with the 6 hour time frame, because 6 hour time frame, we said it multiple times, whenever we get a MACD crossover, right, we tend to get what? A basically 400 to 600 points drop. Okay, we did get the MACD crossover, but this move was very rapid, and then most of us could not basically react to this type of high volatility, like 5 minutes drop, stuff like that. You might be slipping or stuff like that, right? So you can see now we basically fading away. We basically making the same structure. We got this crossover right there, but we're getting, you could say like this is basically a fade away. It's like another unseen crossover. All right, so what we expect, we're expecting now MACD on the 6 hour to basically cross our basically 21 EMA. If like we can get another close below this 21 EMA on the 6 hour time frame, we can confirm like the downtrend, at least for the short term, down to the low 9K level, which is basically our 6 hour 100 EMA, which is currently at 93. So 93 level going to be our next area of temporary support, at least for the short term. It is going to be a big fight between the bulls and the bears, because you know, bears, once again, they want to close the price below 9,400 before end of the month or before end of the week. Okay, it is very important, right? So 6 hour MACD giving us a bearish pattern. So now let's take a look at the 12-hour time frame. So the 12-hour time frame is also very important, but it is very, very important on our MACD. We said it last time, even though, you know, I was bearish, I said clearly this is a bullish. Okay, this is a bullish pattern. If it plays out, we could get this move to the upside and get this 1, 2, 3, and 4 fifth wave to the upside. Now we're dropping down. You can clearly see, once again, this is basically a bear flag, and we can expect this move to the downside to complete the ABC correction on our RSI. All right, so once again on the RSI, we basically had a trend line, right? The trend line is still there, so we still got this trend line, this downside trend line, and we said we most likely at some point gonna retest it, right? Retest this trend line. All right, so also on the upside, we also got this basically we got this trend line on the upside. So even if we drop down, we can expect like some support just about this level of 40 on the RSI. So let's keep an eye on the 12-hour, you know, basically RSI. All right, so now let's dive into the hourly basis. Okay, the hourly basis, it is basically just sitting on top of the 100 EMA on the hourly basis. No sign of basically reversal so far. I would like to see a divergence, at least for the short term, on the hourly basis, like I said previously, until we basically get an basically hourly bullish divergence. I'm most likely not going to be that bullish on the lower degree. I'm still bearish. So let's see if BTC can drop. It has to drop, either give us a divergence on the MACD, right? MACD is still going to make a higher, you know, higher lows. RSI divergence not going to look that great. So it could be making another small divergence within this range if we're going to see a basically push to the upside. So a drop down to the low 9K is very, very probable within the next few hours, at least for the short term, or next few days. All right, so let's keep that in mind. All right, so guys, if you haven't joined our public Telegram group, make sure to basically click the link in the description, join our public Telegram group. Don't forget to hit the likes and basically subscribe to our channel, and basically send me a message if you're looking to join our premium group. All right, thanks a lot for watching.